us at the same time at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the Facebook handle. On Vanguard, it says Trump's energy policy. Federal government 19.6 trillion naira revenue target under threat. Increased kidnapping. Transporters adopt SUL method as low patronage hits interstate travels. 43,923 candidates scored over 5 credits in WAEC 2024. Inflation rate, CBN's monetary policies, others to drive stock market. PDP, APC bicker over party's internal crisis. All of those headlines are on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And quickly now to the Punch. We'll swiftly look at some of the headlines here. Telecom tariff hike. Federal government deploys security agents as NLC insists on protest. Security agents, why? Substandard petrol. Nigerians demand probe as retailers back NNPC Limited. Well, I think this is going to be an epic one because it was a video of a guy who posted something online. I think it was on X, if I remember. Because I can't remember which of the platform it originated from because other people started posting it, but I saw it on X. And I think he bought petrol. He said, according to the video, he got petrol from NNPC Limited, a liter, got from the Dangote refinery a liter, and put them two separate generator set, and then turned it on for an hour. Turned it on, not for an hour. He says the Dangote petrol lasted longer than that of the NNPC, and that brought about a back and forth because statements were released by the NNPC to say that's not true. The guy actually meant that the NNPC own lasted longer, and then eventually Dangote's own refinery brought out its own statement to say it was clear what the guy said. Nigerians know the difference because and now it's a war of whatever it is. But my question is, when I told you that we are not going to see petrol get to 500 naira in this country, I don't think any time is happening. People felt like, I don't know what to say. Why should this be the issue? If the sole aim is to ensure that Nigerians get petrol cheap and get it good quality and bring down the price of this, if that's really the ultimate goal, should we be having what we're having happening with the NNPC Limited and Dangote Refinery? The truth is, there are other things that really drive the system that is the end game that we all are not aware of because we are not in that industry. And nobody's going to tell you, not the Minister of Petrol, not the Minister of State for Petroleum, I beg your pardon, not the Minister of Petroleum, not the Minister of State for Petroleum, not the board of the NNPC Limited. Nobody's going to tell you. It's going to be and remain forever a secret. Local government crisis. Adeleke Oyetola trade words. Labour suspends services. Edo to petition EFCC as panel alleges 96 billion naira fraud under Obaseki. Interesting. All of these are headlines you would find on the Punch newspaper. And that wouldn't be all. There's still more. If we go over to the Nation, we're going to find even more interesting headlines. So quickly, let's see what the Nation newspaper has for us. On WhatsApp, the number is 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. That's the WhatsApp number. So, Tambuwal under fire for attacking APC defectors. You find that on the Nation. Nigeria ready to host Gulf of Guinea Maritime Police. 201 Nigerians head for home on Trump deportation order. I think we should put this thing in proper perspective. Trump is not deporting migrant, is doing. The American government is deporting illegal migrants. So if you're there illegally, it means you don't have your papers, you did not come in through the proper channels or the right channels, and you get caught, you would be sent back home, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If we're not doing it in Nigeria, doesn't mean other countries shouldn't do it. All right. Federal government to evacuate 100,000 Nigerian refugees from other African countries. All right, that's a good one. Public-private sector raised 8 trillion naira from capital market. All of these headlines are on the Nation newspaper, Yero Nkuyi, why we dumped PDP for APC. Go read out all the details. Quickly now, we get on to the phone lines. Again, Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. You can then be part of the conversation by calling us on 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Now, this one here says, good morning. NLC insists on protest that means Telecom Ike. Indeed, I support them because even the service is nothing to write home about. Someone says he's watching from Rumo Krushi Pipeline. That's Ama Chinedu. Justice Story said release of the kidnapped Catholic priest and two others is a good one. Christian Williams said, I join my voice to commend the Ogbako Eche for their bold step towards fighting insecurity in Eche. Loris Peef says, kudos to security agencies for successfully rescuing the kidnapped priest. The president of Ogbako Eche is doing a great job. Tango Ability says, PDP should declare the seat of those PDP members who dumped the party for APC vacant. Loris Peef says, well, for now it might be difficult to declare their seats vacant because there is indeed crisis within the party. And I saw this coming, and I said it before. I'm not a politician. Well, I think it's very simple because I think politicians usually think like that, the smartest people. But it was very clear that this was going to happen. You look at what's happening in the PDP and you see the handwriting on the wall. The move is very simple to see and read. It's like, okay, all right, this is the end game. This is what it's going to be. I remember I posted something on X. I said it on air as well. The lawmakers that I said they did not defect could now come and say they want to defect. And let's wait for that drama. It could happen. I'm not saying it's a must, but it could happen. For those that are defecting from the PDP now and citing leadership issues, you can't blame them. There are indeed leadership issues within the party, especially as it concerns the national secretary. Are there supposed to be? No. But is there? Yes, there is. And that's what it is. Letan Barry from Bori, let's start with you. Good morning.
Good morning, Etienne Andrew.
All right, go on.
Yeah, let me look at the security agency, the NCDC, and the military said they've recovered over 20-something illegal bunkering sites in the Niger Delta. And I want to ask, I hope with this recovery, they will not complain that they cannot meet the quota or the amount of quantity they are supposed to supply at the international market, which will say it will because of that we cannot be able to get what we have in terms of petroleum supply in the international market. And these complaints should not come again. In as much as they keep having more hands, as in, defeating those illegal bunkers in Niger Delta, I think the petroleum sector begin to gain momentum, and I commend them for that.
Okay, let's buy
the substandard petrol in Nigeria. I think we are not being sincere to our people. Even when we said, excuse me, when we say several refineries have started working, I remember those days when refinery was working. You see the color of petrol. The color of petrol now shows you that it is not actually well done. Like the actually.
All right, Leighton Barry, thank you very much. We have to move on to another caller now. We go to Buguma. West is on the line. Hello, West. Good morning.
Good morning, Femi Andrew. My name is Honorable Blades. Very quickly, the release of the Catholic Reverend is a welcome one. Let me acknowledge and congratulate the security agency. The section 14 has said it all. The primary aim of a government to secure life and property. I want to ask this question. All the local government chairmen are collecting security votes, including the governor of Rivers State. What are they doing with the security vote? They have to work pari passu with the government, the security agency. In this case now, this thing is getting just like one of the local government chairman giving a bounty, a serial crew, a group that is killing and it's not good in our electoral society. Lastly, Tambuwa under fire. Tambuwa is the problem of this matter we are talking about in our great party. Today, a lot of defections are going on here and there. I think they don't have any moral right to declare any seat vacant. When they cited section 109, I first of all ask them, let them go to section 68, section 69. Then there we give them clear answers. For now, I think a defection will be going on just like that until the court gives the final verdict of it. God bless you.
All right, Wes, thank you very much. But although I didn't get what you're saying about Omuma, and because you were not really clear, so I really don't know what to make out of that. But for the PDP, well, like I said, to continue, the ideal thing would be, well, they could decide to go to court, or our seats were declared vacant, but we defected because of these issues, and then the courts will really look at it and they have to prove that indeed the reason for their defection is what it is. And if that happens, they get back their seats. Temple in Rumomasi, good morning. All right, we lost the call from Temple. There's more messages from Facebook. Person watching from Alu says, pertaining state lawmakers, political defections on another party, their seats should be declared vacant. Blessed Allah. Patrick Amadi says, watching from Afari, enough is enough of these people trying to give a bad name. Their days are numbered. Skillful Period says, if Dangote Refinery fuel lasts longer than NNPC owned, my question is, where did NNPC Refinery get their fuel? Later, Barry, the fact that dump sites for illegally refined products have been found doesn't mean that we will meet our quota. So it depends on a lot of things. If what they find is actually pure crude that's not been touched or tampered with, they can take that to the refineries and then refine them, right? But if it's not, if it's a product that's already been refined to some degree, there's nothing they can do about it. It has to be destroyed. So that's just the situation. Becca Menigbo John says, please, 6th Division Nigerian Army, leave those illegal refineries to go after terrorists that are killing and kidnapping innocent people. Somebody talked about security votes. The president of the country also has security votes, and we're still having security in the country. The point is, we will do the best that we can, but you can't wipe out insecurity of the surface of anywhere. People are going to continue to perpetrate crime, perpetrate evil, and do these things. You can't tell when they are going to do it or why they want to do it at the place they want to do it, except in very few cases. We see what happens in the United States. Of course, people come out, shoot people, and that's it. Come out, they even try to shoot the president. At the time, he was campaigning. So why did it? That's America. The police should have known that somebody wanted to shoot the president, but nobody knew. So the thing is trying to build a society and a culture where people would eschew evil. That's, if you build that, you give the police less work to do, because the police are not omnipresent. They cannot be everywhere to know the person's mind and know who wants to commit evil. That's almost impossible. All right. That's why it's usually after a crime has been perpetrated, it's when the police would always come. Only very few times, and a type of crime that the police can get information before it comes. That's is organized crime. That's a different case. For organized crime, it's a different situation. You can work something out. Thank God Ability says the kind of fuel we're buying now looks like breeze. It doesn't last. Lorenzo Delight says, is the army also telling us they are fighting illegal gold miners in Zamfara? Why concentrate on Niger Delta alone? Well, that question has come up a lot of the times. The Honorable Lawmaker Oshomole has been very vocal about it as well. I'm trying to also correct an impression when people said that he was accusing former military generals of being behind the whole thing. Skillful Period says, Dangote Refinery. I think we got that already. Yes, we did. Patrick Amadi says, there's watching from Afarachi. Adopted Catholic priest regain his freedom. That's a good one. Alabo God knows says PDP party national should set up the elements out to destroy the party ahead of 2027. All right, Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
All right.
Yes, I'm calling from Morocco this morning, brother.
You have to speak up. We can barely hear you.
I said I'm calling from Morocco this morning.
All right.
My brother, I want to talk about Pandel. If you please stop that reconciliation move between the former governor and the present governor. Under this crisis, I know what River State have achieved and how many investors trooping River State come to every local government. The governor has littered projects every year, and by March another one is coming. So if they settle this matter, the governor will not be able to work for River State again. I want the crisis to continue. with the crisis I'm achieving very, very well in River State. River State is very peaceful. Please, and then leave the governor alone. The governor should concentrate. But if he made the next move, I, Honorable Dafron Nkoro, is taking Pandey to court. Please, they should stop. Thank you, Andrew Temi.
Stanley from LL1, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Let me look at the statement of Wike generational, next generational, saying that the peace process by Pandev is belated. I want to back them up this morning. Event has overtaken that peace process. You recall vividly that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, talking about Ahmed Tinubu, mediated into this matter, and the governor was implementing those peace process. Some persons around the governor who never backed the governor when we are laboring, who are the people reaping where they didn't sow, to the likes of Southwest Nomea, Austin Opara, Chizeni, and Co. They asked the governor to back down, that the peace process is not a constitutional reason, that the president does not have the constitutional power to make peace, that he should back down. And the governor backed off. He said the matter should end in court. And today we are saying that those matters should end in court. We don't want any peace process again. Pandev should allow those matters to end in court. They are constitutional matters. That's the reason why each time I remember whenever these people are talking about that they went to court to withdraw their matter because that the event has overtaken those matters they withdraw in court, in Supreme Court. I laugh because if you look at the law report between Chukuma and SPDC, 14th of May 1999, the Supreme Court ruled that constitutional matter doesn't die.
All right. So let's go to Akanto now.
Going to withdraw the matter means they've concord that they lost.
All right, Akanto Imbori, good morning.
Good morning, my friend. How are you doing this morning?
Very fine, thank you. Go on, please.
Yes, sir. See, the issue of Mapande middle to groups call on Pandey not to middle into the activities. I think the quickly is before the court. And let me say it and loud and clear, Andrew, that His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State compared to about 80% of that arrangement between Mr. President and him and the Minister of Federal Capital President. He implemented about 90% of that agreement, but there are some that is constitutional matter you cannot do anything. And let me say it loud and clear. All those things the Governor of Rivers State has come to state, and I know the Section 109G is very explicit on this matter. That is that. Then the issue of a foreign country deporting Nigerians into our nation. See, what are we going to do? There's no job in this country. And I want to say, Mr. The federal government should immediately, I think, do something for the youth. If there is a federal grant for us, if there is a job opportunity for young youth of Nigeria, why do we travel out of Nigeria? Because we have that technical know-how. We can do well in our nation. And then finally, Nigeria police, I want to say it this morning, Andrew, Nigeria police in Buri, they are not doing well. The way they are terrorizing youth in Buri is very appalling. They will just pack any youth. In fact, once they see you on bike with a phone, a high-class phone, they will bracket you and now confiscate you into their vehicle. And they will ransack you. Yesterday was appalling, youth. The police in Buri, what they are doing to the youth, the students in Canada Veterans for World for them is appalling. I want to call on the Commissioner of Police immediately. That the divisional police officer in charge of Buri and the
all right, Akanto.
Stop their men.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, Blessed from Alu, we won't be able to take your call. So sorry. We'll take a few more messages. Fidelis says, why the difference in Dangote, Petro, and NNPCs? Fidelis is asking the question. I wouldn't know, my friend. Abducted priest release, that's a good one. Owanate, Clinton West. This one from Roundface, Banu Chim says, NLC insists on protest. I indeed support them. Michael Oyigbobaye says, on the group berating Pandey for a reconciliation move, Ifeami, why make the group think that the legal battle will favor the FCT minister and his loyalists? And if they are counting on Abuja force, that makes them believe that everyone in the villa likes the minister and will do everything to please him. What makes them believe that there are not those in the villa that like the River State people? Odimegu also says here, why are we crying that US wants to deport some Nigerians? Some of us celebrated when Trump won. Now is the morning. Odimegu Sonny, yes, Trump won. It's great. And if he's deporting illegal, I want us to get it. Don't say deporting Nigerians. No. And it's not just Nigerians. I mean, Mexicans have been sent back home. Colombians have been sent back home. Venezuelans have been sent back home, especially those that are there illegally. We'll take a short commercial now. Good morning.
Democracy is the freedom of speech.